So, how are you? See, this is why I need you. Also, I started the stream, but the game audio was muted. I'm a professional streamer, so I have an entire anecdote about how I started stream, but I forgot to put on auto start, so I had to like still sort things out. I completely forgot how to stream in the few months I've not been streaming. Okay, let's start over. Nothing happened. Exactly. This is... Hi, welcome everyone. I just started the stream. Nothing else happened. New game for the first time. The prologue. Okay, let's do it again. I know those bitches have been talking about me behind my back. They flash those fake smiles when I walk past them, and they wave half-heartedly and say things like, "Oh, hi, Emmy," or, you're the only one brave enough to pull off that look." That's a backhanded compliment if I know one. Yes, you started taking enough major... Exactly. They're all two-faced, lying assholes. I hate each and every one of them. Amano and Sachiko Kurosawa, just look at them. Everything about them is fake. Fake lips, fake nails, fake smiles, and even fake personalities. Look, I'll be the first to admit that I am a fake bitch too. But even I know I'm not as bad as them. I'm not horrible to every person I meet. Just, you know, the ones I don't like. I'm doing meh, feeling motivated but demotivated at the same time. Oh, how come? Is there any reason you're not feeling motivated? It's not fair that I have to work with them. I just wanted a part-time job. Something breezy and casual. How was I supposed to know these delinquents would obsess over tormenting me? Amano is unbearable, but probably the least terrible of the three. She's about a year younger than me, and she acts like she's some famous pop idol. But she's a dropout, just like me. Working in this dead-end part-time job just so her parents don't kick her out of their house. She spends her evenings singing at an underground bars and hanging out with shady talent agents who swear they can promote her and make her the next big thing. She gets taken advantage of time and time again, but never seems to learn her lesson. I don't know if she's just stupid or that stuck up her ass. Sachiko is kind of straight-laced girl. You see it every school. Studying her ass off to earn her parents' approval. The type of girl that always has the best grades, but never really has any friends. Look at you! Sorry, I'm just kidding. She's the kind of girl that graduates and then the reality of the real world knocks on her ass and she realizes she actually has no clue what she's doing, just like the rest of us. So she settles for the first crappy job she can find, and then suddenly, it's 3 years later, she's still slaving away for the asshole managers just to make ends meet. Instead of being humbled by her station in life, Sachiko decided to take her anger out on everyone around her. I've seen her slap customers out of frustration. Rumor has it that she strangled her boss on occasions. Apparently he's too afraid to fire her now? I don't blame him. I'm afraid of her too. And then there's Kurosawa. I could write an entire blog on all the things I hate about her. She's pretty. She's very aware of it. She seems to have a new sugar daddy every few weeks. Some poor old fool that she strings along and milks dry. She must be nearing 30, but all her friends are still in senior high school. It's more than a little weird. They hang around the train station, bullying homeless people and shoplifting from convenience store. I'm pretty certain that she's done time once or twice. Kurosawa is just an all-round terrible person. She makes Amano and Sachiko look like saints in comparison. Honestly, I couldn't ask for a worse group of co-workers. Finally, there's me. Perfect in every way, amazing beyond imagining. Oh, she didn't really say that. Emi Katsuno, university dropout, part-time cashier, and up to my ears in debt. I live in a small apartment in a bad neighborhood, just to keep a head above my water. My apartment building is filled with deadbeats, loan sharks, junkies, perverts, you name it. By some miracle, I managed to snatch up the best apartment in the worst building. Although the place is nice, the rent is questionably low. I'm fully expecting the landlord to wander in one day and demand more money. That or murder me. I'm constantly worried about money. Worried about my safety. Worried about what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with my life. As if it wasn't bad enough. I have to get work 4 days a week in the 3 worst girls I've ever met. Today, it's no different from any other day. Amano greets me at the door, her disgustingly puffy and pouty lips pulled back in half a snarl, half a smile. I could smell the sickly sweet scent of too much lip gloss from 10 feet away.
Oh, hi, Emmy. You're late again, you know.
That bitch. See, I'm already starting to know that the main character.
Sorry. Just let me past. I'll go clock in.
Whatever. Kurosawa wants to see you. Can you, just go see her?
You know, she's been describing them as assholes, but I didn't think they'd be too bad. But 5 seconds talking to them, I'm like, yeah, I see it. I get it.
Fine.
Amano walks off. I look around for Kurosawa. The stale stench of cigarette smoke eventually overwhelms the lingering scent of lip gloss in the air and leads me to her location. I know, right? She didn't seem at all like a person that isn't nice.
You wanted me?
Oh boy. Okay, I'm starting to see why she called them delinquents.
Katsuno, I need you to process a big refund. Don't mess it up, okay? It's for a regular customer.
Also, we don't seem to be the person that's gonna murder people yet. I thought we'd be playing as that person. At least from what I saw from the screenshot. Wait, you mean people don't normally talk like that? I mean, after 3 years of retail, they do.
Okay, I can do that. What am I refunding?
There's a bunch of shirts on the counter. Just ring them up and refund them for cash. You can leave the money in the envelope under the register.
For some reason, I don't trust her. For some reason, this all sounds really dodgy.
Fine, I'll take care of it.
Thanks. I'm going for a smoke break.
I decided to clock in before processing the refund. I won't be paid for this shift if the company doesn't know I came into work. I go behind the counter and retrieve the sign-in booklet. I flip to today's date and fill in my details. Done and done. The shirt that Kurosawa mentioned are lying haphazardly over the food counter. She doesn't put anything correctly. I pick them up, scan them one by one. They're not cheap. The first rings up for 11,000 yen. That's about, 11,000, yeah. So that's about 110 euros. And next is 13,000. They're 6 shirt all up. Each one a little more expensive than the last. They don't look worn. The tags are intact. I'm supposed to ask for a receipt or proof of purchase before making a refund, but yeah, customer's not here. Besides, the request came directly from Kurosawa, my superior. So, I can't exactly say no. A refund goes through the system successfully, and the cash drawer opened. As I said, this seems shady AF. I think she's scamming us. Like, I think she's, like, trying to take the money for herself. She's gonna take the envelope of the money that returned, and then she's just gonna run with it and blame us. I count on the correct amount of money in 10,000 yen bills, then pop an elastic band around the cash and put it in an envelope. I also print out a copy of the refund receipt and slip it in with the cash. Job's done! I slide the envelope back under the register and lean against the counter. Surveying the store, I can see there aren't any customers around. It's still early. We usually don't get much business until lunchtime. I hover around the register for a while, biting my nails and staring at the clock to pass time. It goes very, very slowly. Kurosawa eventually returns from her smoke break. Half an hour must be passed by now. Who does she think she is?
Finish that refund?
Yeah, I did it just like you said.
Okay.
She rummages around underneath the cash register and pulls out an envelope stuffed with cash. Her fingers flick through it quickly, counting each note. And she nods as though satisfied.
Good work, Katsuno. I'll pass this on to the customer next time they come in.
What did I say?
No problem.
Anyway, I'll take over the cash register for a while. You want to go tidy up stock?
Yeah, okay.
I'm not too bothered if Kurosawa wants to take over my register duty. It's boring standing around. I'd much rather do something than nothing. You know, I am the same. I really hate not doing anything at work. Like, I just want to be busy with something so the time goes fast and have something to focus on. When you're just not doing anything, I just get so bored. As I head toward a rack of untidy jackets, Sachiko bumps into me. Oh,
Sorry,
hi.
I didn't see you there.
Am I invisible to you? Sorry, did she actually just apologize to someone? The abuser?
That's fine. You okay?
I haven't been sleeping real well. I'm just tired, that's all.
Relatable. This girl's the most relatable so far.
Well, get some rest, I guess.
Thanks. Look, while I've got you here, I know I haven't really been easy to get along with lately. I've got my own personal issues, but that's no reason to take it out on you and the other girls.
She seems pretty okay so far. Like, she was described as a horrible, horrible person, but this seems self-aware. This seems polite. What's going on here? Is she gonna die? I can't believe what I'm hearing. Sachiko has had a change of heart?
So I'm resigning as of today. I don't deserve this job. I wanted to apologize and make sure there's no bad blood between us.
Ma'am, are you okay? Do we need to call anyone? Are you being kidnapped?
Sachiko, I don't know what to say. I never expected this from you.
Yeah.
If you're resigning, do you have another job lined up?
No, not yet, but I need to work on myself first. I have a lot to think about.
It sounds like she's going into therapy.
Well, I mean, as long as you're sure about this.
I am.
In that case, then thank you for apologizing. I forgive you.
Thank you, Emmy. Well, until next time then.
Until next time. Why is she so nice?
Yeah. Until next time.
Sachiko takes her leave. I'm still a bit taken aback by her sudden change in personality. Did I misjudge her from the start? No, that can't be it. She has a history of abusing customers and coworkers. No way, I imagined all that. Well, regardless, I'm kind of glad trying to get a grip on her life. I hope everything works out for her. If she resigns today, then I suppose only 2 terrible co-workers left. I glanced at Amano, who is standing by the door waiting to greet customers. She has a vacant expression on her face, like always. Then I looked toward the register, where Kurosawa should have been standing. But she's not there? Didn't she offer to take over the register duties for me? Where the hell did she disappear to? I wander behind the counter. The register doesn't look like it's been not touched. Out of curiosity, I slid my hand around on the desk and the cashed up envelope. It's gone. No sign of it. The receipt from the refund's laying on the floor. I bend down and pick it up. It's a standard refund receipt, starting the value of the transaction. My name is signed at the bottom, since I was the one to process it. Refund money is gone, and so is Kurosawa. Did she? Oh no. No. She couldn't have. Surely she wouldn't have run off with the money. No one would be stupid enough to risk their job over that. Would they?
Ah, there's Katsuno. You should go ask her about it.
Huh? Kurosawa is still here? She seems to pop up out of nowhere.
Katsuno, a word, if you please.
Oh, yeah, of course. Hirota, the manager of the store. He normally spends his time in the office out back, so it's kind of unusual to see him here. What could he want with me?
Kurosawa was tending to the register when she noticed the system flagged a large refund as suspicious. Do you know anything about it?
Well, yeah, I processed a big refund this morning.
Is that so? Do you have the receipt?
Here.
I hand him the transaction receipt that's still between my fingers. He looks it over, then twice. His eyebrows start furrowing.
This is quite a large refund. No wonder the system flagged it. Did you get approval from Kurosawa before processing this?
She's gonna answer before we do, right? We're gonna once say no, and she's gonna be like, no, she did not.
Kurosawa was the one who asked me to process it, sir. I never even spoke to the customer that it was intended for.
That's not true, Hirota. I don't know anything about this refund.
What did I say?
Wait, what?
She's framing us. The way she was asking us, all the circumstances, no way. Oh no.
Funded money now.
Well, I put it in an envelope underneath the register, but...
There's no money here, sir.
I imagine like she just instantly on I like your main character voice. Thank you. I mean, I felt it fit with the music and the vibe.
She's lying to you.
Interesting. No money to be found. And Katsuno, you're the one who signed off on the refund. That makes you responsible.
Is that how this works?
Yeah, I did sign it, but...
You're going to have to tell the truth, Katsuno. Did you take the money? Don't make me get the police involved.
Oh no. Okay, so I'm guessing this is how the first murder starts.
Wait, Hank, do you think I stole it? Kurosawa asked me to process the refund and leave the cash in an envelope. Nonsense. That's simply irresponsible. It's not safe to leave cash out of the register.
She's right.
But
I feel my stomach beginning to sink. What exactly is happening here?
Confess at once, Katsuno.
I didn't steal the damn money! If anyone stole it, it was that bitch Kurosawa!
Enough! We're not going to stand here and argue about this like bickering school children. Sachiko!
Like a serpent slinking out of the shadow, Sachiko slides beside Hirota.
Yeah, Sirita?
Oh no!
Did you witness Katsuno take an envelope of cash from the register?
Oh, yes, sir. Just this morning. She acted like she was processing a refund, then pocketed the cash. I meant to bring it to your attention.
Yeah, though. She was fake nice. Sachiko. That bitch. She hasn't changed at all. She just sold me out. I managed to catch a glimpse of Kurosawa smirking at Sachiko. They nod in unison and giggle. Are they in this together? Are they throwing me under the bus just so they can steal some cash? I can't believe it. I'm so freaking angry.
There you have it. A witness to your crime. Kurosawa, if you would kindly call the police.
Yes, sir. Wait just a minute!
I scream louder than intended, but my blood is boiling and I can barely control myself.
I didn't steal any money. Why don't you check the security cameras, huh? You'll see that I'm innocent. Oh, you know those cameras haven't worked in months, right? I suppose nowadays they're mostly just for show.
Wow.
Of course, if Hirota really wants me to, I could go double check it just to be sure. Though, I think that would just be a waste of time.
Thank you, but that won't be necessary, Kurosawa.
She planned everything. Oh, wow. Kurosawa's eyes narrow as she gazes at me wickedly.
Amano, please show everybody what you found.
You got it, boss.
Oh, they're all free on this. I didn't even realize Samano was part of this discussion. She's leering at me disgustingly and then slapping an envelope against her open palm.
Found this wad of cash in Katsuno's locker out back.
I can feel the blood drain from my face. I haven't been out back today. Are they all in this against me? Did they plant evidence to get me in trouble?
You're lying! I haven't even had time to go out back today! I mean, what do you want me to say? You think the cash just appeared out of nowhere?
What? Do they want to get rid of her that badly? I'm sure she could have done something.
It would seem all the evidence is against you, Katsuno. Since we located the money, I won't have you arrested. But you will not step foot in this store ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Well, time to get in her job. Probably better than whatever this is.
You're fired. And I will make sure you never work in any of our stores again.
I'm speechless. I can't even process my thoughts. The quiet giggling and snickering of Kurosawa, Sachiko, and Amano. It buzzes in my ears until my skull feels like it's going to burst. Hirato grabs my shoulder and tries to lead me outside, but I jerk away and stumble backward. My back slams against the glass window at the front door. The glass doesn't shatter, but I can feel a bruise forming. I push myself forward, regain my balance, and duck toward the sliding door.
See you around, Emmy. Oh well, I guess not, hey?
The game does a great job of making me hate these people. I blink tears out of my eyes. I dance through the storefront door. My anger, my fear, and anxiety get the better of me. It's good. 5 or 10 minutes before I realize I've been running aimlessly through the shopping mall. I reach my hand to wipe my eyes, the moisture, and take a deep breath. I look around, trying to get my bearings. The escalators. At least I know where I am. I need to sit down for a second and compose myself. If I don't come, I I might be tempted to return to the store and start punching those absolute assholes. With my hat down, I blindly charge toward a small seating area.
Watch out!
Nandaya? I collide head first with somebody in front of me. Without thinking, I scream in anger.
Watch where you're going!
Sorry.
Wait, this girl. I know her from something.
Katsuno? Is that you?
Huh?
I know you. Have we met?
Yes, of course. We graduated from senior high school together. Remember?
Did we?
Clear answer, no. Senior high was more than a year ago. Oh, a whole year. Yeah, I won't remember anyone I met in the last year. Feels like a different lifetime. How does she expect me to remember that?
Maybe. Yeah, you're Sato, right? Aoi Sato?
That's me. You do remember.
Aw, she's kinda cute. How's she gonna betray us? After how this game started, I'm not gonna trust anyone. Maybe I've been playing too many killing games, but everyone's sus.
Well, kinda. Sorry. I've had a crappy day. I just got fired, so I'm not thinking straight.
You got fired. I'm really sorry. You bumped into me pretty hard. Are you hurt?
So far, she's my prime suspect of the person who murders everyone.
I'm fine.
Aoi's rubbing her arm tenderly. I figure I must have injured her, but I'm not in the mood to stand here and apologize to some old acquaintance.
I have to go. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
I push past Aoi. Unexpectedly, the shy and spineless girl grabs my arm. Her grip is surprisingly strong.
Katsuno? You said that you just got fired. Is that true?
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, I'm pissed off about it.
Tell me what happened.
Why are you so interested?
I just thought maybe I could help is all.
Whatever. You can't help. Some bitch set me up. She stole a bunch of money and made me take the fall.
She's gonna introduce us to the murder website.
I see.
Are we done here? Can I leave now?
Sorry for keeping you.
Yeah, okay.
Once again, I turn to leave, but Aoi's next word managed to catch my interest.
You know, if someone got you fired, there is a way you could get revenge.
Revenge? What is this girl about? Does she have some way for me to get that back at Kurosawa? Oh, what am I thinking? I can't even set foot back in the store. My chance to get any kind of justice just doesn't exist.
Revenge? What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind. I shouldn't have said anything.
Girl, what do you know? Tell us everything.
Hell no. You're not going cold on me now. Tell me what you meant.
Oh, okay. But let's talk quietly.
Yeah. Let's go to the back alley and get this sorted.
There may be a way for you to get back at whoever got you fired. Have you heard the rumors of Corpse Girl's website?
No, what's that?
Corpse Girl? Who is that? Sounds like some death metal band.
Oh, ignore my comment. Continues with her speech.
They say that if you visit Corpse Girl's website, you can request a death.
Request a death? What's this girl ranting about and how do I get it?
Hang on, start over. I'm completely lost.
Aoi frowns, a look of annoyance on her face.
Say somebody wrongs you and you want to get revenge on them.
Go on.
Rumors state that you can visit Corpse Girl's website and fill out a form in order to request a specific person's death.
This kind of reminds me of Hellgirl.
This corpse girl. Is she, like, a hitman or something?
Is this like a two-sided curse as well, where when you write somebody's name in it, you'll like go to hell, but you get your revenge?
No one knows the truth. All I know is that her victims always receive a photo of their own corpse before they die.
That's pretty creepy.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Worth a try.
I've been wanting to use the website for some time. There's somebody that I'd be happier without. But I'm not brave enough to go through with it.
Yeah, she's not as innocent as she looks.
Still, I want to know if the rumors are true. If you use the website...
Yo, what's up?
you
Having a
could
good day?
tell me
Yes,
if it
I'm having
works
a
or
wonderful day. How about you?
This whole thing sounds sketchy. Risky. Are the police gonna come get me if I go on this website?
Yeah, good. I'd worry about that too.
I've got no idea.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Oh, he doesn't make a further attempt to stop me when I turn on my heel and walk away. Voice acting though. Don't know what to make of our suggestion. Can such a website even exist? The ability to request a death just sounds so unbelievable. And yet, I find myself unable to get possibilities out of my mind as I make my way toward the train station. Corpse Girl? A website tailored for revenge? Knowing Score Party, I just know not to trust anyone. It's Corpse Victory, not a party. Wait, did I write it wrong? But yeah, it makes me think about it as well. I could dub in Kurosawa, Sachiko, Amano. If I could remain anonymous, then no matter what happens, whatever fate befalls those girls, it couldn't be traced back to me. I start wondering if ordering the deaths of a few girls simply because they got me fired is a little extreme. Although, they're not exactly saints, they're close to human garbage more than anything else. Really, I'd be doing the world a favor. And they've always been hostile towards me. Probably be doing the world a favor if I had killed them. As I said, if they screwed me over without a second thought, who knows what they must do to their next unexpected victim. Yeah, killing all three of them is the right thing to do. Removing them from the planet will prevent them from hurting anyone else. My heart begins to race. She's really jumping through hoops to justify this to herself. The trip back to my apartment is boring. The train carriage is nearly empty, save for a few junior high school boys and a couple of women in the business attire. Ooh, it says, "Hi Pib! This is Corpse Factory." It's a visual novel about a website where if you write somebody's name, they'll die. Similar to Death Note, except they get to see their corpse before they get killed, and I don't know how they die. I have a few seats all to myself, and I sprawl out and check my phone messages. When I feel confident that no one in this carriage is watching me, I decide to search for the Corpse Girl's website on my phone. I don't exactly know how easy it is to find. Maybe I should ask Aoi for the address. Oh, a quick search shouldn't be too hard. I begin to type. Corpse Girl's website. A few results pop up on my screen, but none of them seem very relevant. They're linked to funeral service, an anime fan site, but nothing that matches what Aoi described. Maybe this was a bad idea after all. Maybe I should delete my search history. Or at least browse in incognito.
Maybe just one more search. Corpse Girl. Request. Death.
My phone seems to lag for a few seconds as the search is submitted. Then a list of links appear. The top result catches my eye immediately.
Corpse Girl, revenge at your fingertips.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, this can't be real. Then the first time would just be like, let's test it out and then not expect anything from it. Huh? This must be it. I click the link. The website immediately loads. The website is simple. There's a freaky little dancing girl at the top of the screen who looks too happy to belong on such a site. She does look adorable. Also, she has like the zombie things. She looks like she could be a VTuber. Pretty sure Vroid Studio has this like exact paint in it as well for the face. Request a death. Fill out your victim's information and upload a photo of them. Your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. Watch out, don't be an idiot, and enter. The whole website is really basic, and a small blurb of text followed other instructions.
Request a death. Fill out your victim's information and upload a photo of them.
But who would you test it on? I've got a list.
The victim will receive
I mean-
a photo of their own corpse.
I don't know. Whoever could I test such a thing on?
Watch out. Don't be an idiot and enter your own information, or you will be cursed.
Ah. So, yeah, I guess some people would try to use it for themselves. I wonder what the curse is.
What the hell? Is this site actually for real?
I start to wonder if I should go through with it. This is very little useful information on this side. I mean, it does say request a death, but come on, is someone actually gonna go out and kill a person I choose? How on earth can someone receive a photo of their own corpse before they actually dead? It just doesn't make any sense. My heart suddenly skips a beat. I nearly dropped my phone when it buzzed.
Thank God. It's just a text message.
An unknown number. That's never a good thing. A list? Hopefully I'm not on it. No, you're not on it yet. I mean, do you have a list of, people you would put on a request a death website? Isn't that a normal thing to have? Doesn't everyone have one? Wait a minute. There's a photo attached. It would be sending me a photo from an unknown number. My curiosity gets the better of me, and I open the message. So at the start of this game, these three girls planted basically stolen money on us and framed us for it, and the girl that set it all up is now sending us a picture with her holding the money. Kurosawa, you freaking bitch. I knew it. I knew she set me up. And Damano and Sachiko were in on it too. It made me process a fake refund to get the cash out of the register so that my name would be on the transaction. And all of it for what? A bit of cash that split three ways? Yeah, I can't blame her for this one. A few junior high school boys nearby look at me with a worried expression, but really, I'm done giving a damn. I'm angry. I'm furious. Kurosawa is going to pay. Sure, Pip, that's a very normal thing. I'm glad. I wouldn't want to be seen as weird or anything. I close Kurosawa's message and return to Corpse Girl's website. It's clear what has to be done. I'm going to request Kurosawa's death. I read the website instruction one more time just to make sure I didn't miss anything important.
Enter the victim's phone number. Upload a photo of the victim.
I can't believe it. Oh, Kurosawa just signed her own death sentence. She sent me a photo of herself and her phone number was included with that message. I fill in the phone number and upload the photo. My hands trembling the whole time. My thumb hovers over the submit button. I feel a chill down my spine. My face turns pale and I immediately feel cold and clammy. Is Kurosawa really going to die if I use this website, or is this all a sick hoax? I run through the possibilities in my head. First possibility, nothing happens. Kurosawa is none the wiser. Second possibility, Kurosawa gets pranked by whoever is running the website. Maybe an administrator gets a kick for tormenting people. Kurosawa might just receive some spam text or something like that. That would be kind of funny. Third possibility, Kurosawa dies. She gets murdered or some elaborate scheme is concocted to make her die accidentally. My lip curls up in a frenzied smile. I like the third possibility. She's gone insane. I slam my thumb down and mash the submit button. Prepare for the end, Kurosawa. June 12th, Friday evening. I didn't check what date the first day was. It might have been today. I wonder if that was why they released it today, so it would match released it not today. Actually, no, they released it like a week ago. But yeah, I wonder if they released it on the day the game started. Okay, when I get home, I barely contain my nervousness. Amy seems a little unhinged already. Just a small smidge, but you know, if you just got fired because 3 people you hate the most framed you for a crime you didn't commit and lost a job that you needed to keep yourself alive, wouldn't you be a little unhinged? But to be fair, she must have already been a little insane if this is just a push over the edge. When I get home, I barely contain my nerves. I'm shaking. I open the door to my apartment. Ha! By the time I walk through, the sun has just started to set behind the backdrop of the city. Even though it's not dark yet, I'm feeling physically and mentally drained. The drama at work the morning, the taunting laugh of Kurosawa. I feel exhausted. I just want to crawl into bed and sleep. Despite my dipping energy levels, I can't extinguish the burning question flickering within my mind like a candle flame. How will I know when Kurosawa is dead? Will Corpse Party website notify me? No, of course not. I didn't give any personal information to the site. The entire thing was anonymous. It's not like I can visit the store tomorrow if she sees me coming to work. I'll be kicked out as soon as I show my face. What should I do?
That's it.
I whip my phone out of my purse and open Noise, the social networking app that all my coworkers are connected to. Kurosawa, Sachiko, Amano, and I are all in this group chat, labeled Work Life. We use the chat to swap shifts with each other, and of course complain about our boss. Just as I was hoping. They haven't thought about kicking me out yet. I swipe through the list of chat members and tap on Kurosawa's profile. Last online, 1 hour. Perfect! If I use this app, I can keep out an eye when Kurosawa is active. She only had been using her phone for Noise to detect that she's online. She doesn't necessarily have to be using Noise itself. It's the best way I can think of monitoring if she's still alive or not. It will do for now, at least. I wonder why Kurosawa sent me the photo of herself via regular text message instead through Noise. Maybe she thought she could be busted for this. Somebody got into her noise profile? Who knows what that girl's thinking? Regardless, I'm thankful she made such a stupid mistake. I really hope that was actually her phone number and not accidentally somebody else's. I wouldn't have obtained her phone number if she had decided to message me through Noise instead, after all. Noise is strictly an online service. No need for phone numbers. Come to think of it, where did she get my phone number from? Well, no matter. It worked out in the end. I slumped down on the couch in front of the TV and keep my phone firmly gripped in one hand, my knuckles whitening. I started to bite the fingernails on my other hand out of anxiety. I intend to distract myself. I switch on TV and stream some stupid reality show. The distraction hardly works, and I find myself instinctively glancing at my phone every few couple minutes, waiting for any kind of update on Kurosawa's online status. This kind of anxiety is never healthy. I love when visual highlight words like girl in different color. It is because it's like corpse girl and it's about like the murderer, but yeah. I get what you mean. The evening passes slowly. Saturday morning, June 13th. Sunlight streams through the open curtains. And I startle. Did I fall asleep on the couch? I wipe my mouth with my sleeve, cleaning off a trickle of drool from my chin. My phone's still in one hand, and I quickly check it. I tap the fingerprint smeared screen, but it's not responding? Oh, the battery died. I must have fallen asleep and left the screen on all night. I race toward the charger and plug it in, anxiously waiting for just enough energy to turn the phone screen back on. After what seems like a glimpse of eternity, and phone comes back to life, I catch a glimpse of the clock as I swipe the lock screen away. 3:34 a.m. I open Noise as quickly as I can and flick through Kurosawa's profile. I mean, you don't know how fast this works or when they die. Like, it didn't give like a time frame at all. It could be that it takes a month. It could be that it takes a year. This profile is private. You are not connected to this person. Oh no. So they remembered to kick her out.
Damn it, she blocked me.
I frankly navigate to the group chat, only to find that I have been kicked out. Yeah, as to be expected, right?
Damn it!
What can I do now? I got no way of knowing whether Kurosawa is still alive. I slam my phone down in frustration, and it vibrates in retaliation.
Huh? Another text message.
I blink a couple times. Who would be texting me at this hour? It might be Kurosawa again, trying to rub my face in her victory. Well, if that's the case, at least I should know that she's still alive. I hesitated, pick up my phone, and open the message. There's no text, just a photo? Well, seems we got put in at the websites. Oh boy. It seems like we fall from like a building.
What the hell is this?
I nearly dropped my phone in terror. Photo of a dead body, twisted, crumpled like it has fallen from a great height. A spatter of blood is splashed across the grass. It's hard to make out the detail of person. Dirty blonde hair, familiar clothes, much makeup. This is that body. Is it me? Oh, there can be no mistake. Without a doubt, this is a picture of my corpse. Oh, well, that was fast. Yeah. I really wonder, like, if the girl also put in her thing after receiving the photo, or if the blonde girl put it in, or if we accidentally put in our own thing, you know? I shriek again, unable to process what I'm seeing. I'm so entranced by the battered corpse that it takes me a minute to notice the timestamp corner. It's today, but something's off. The time says 7:28. That's an hour from now. I shiver involuntarily and feel sickening sensation of bile rising in my throat. Oh.
Is this a prediction of my death? Am I going to die within the hour?
And then the truth hits me harder in the face than the cry. Then my face. Then the truth hits me harder than my face hit the ground in this grisly photo. When you request a Death on Corpse Girl website, your victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Before they die. I can't look at it anymore. I throw my phone to the side and I curl up on the floor. I wonder if this is like a Hellgirl situation where if you put somebody's name in, they'll kill somebody that way, but they'll also do that to you. Did Corp Girl send this to me? And how? How did somebody get a photo of my corpse? A photo that is seemingly from the future. Oh, it's impossible. It has to be a hoax. Some kind of tricks. Psycho is tormenting me.
Yeah, that's all it is. Someone is messing with me. Probably Kurosawa.
I get off on the floor and stumble around. I'm kind of lightheaded and unbalanced. My stomach feels queasy. I'm ready to launch its constant through my throat at any second. Oh, I blindly reach around for my phone and finally grasp it near frozen fingers. The phone number that sent the photo, it's unknown, but the digits don't match the number that Kurosawa texted me from yesterday. So it's unlikely it came from her. Bizarrely, the phone number is kind of weird. There are more digits than should be possible. I tried to count them, but stumbled a few times in my confusion. Eventually, I conclude that the number has 18 digits. Way too many. I don't know how many numbers a phone number normally has, but 18 sounds like a lot. In addition, the phone number seems to repeat digits a lot. 66633, 66622, 66644, 666. I see where they're going for. It seems so strange to be real. Is it possible to be a fake phone number? Something interesting caught my eye. Even though the caller ID doesn't recognize the number, it has data on the origin of the number. Tokyo, Japan. My very own city. Perhaps the sender of the photo can mask their number, but they can't hide their location. This gives me an idea. I decided to get to the bottom of the situation, despite my head throbbing and my stomach pleading to be empty. I punched the phone number into search engine along with the keyword Tokyo. One result. The link points toward the popular discussed board, Noise Channel. It's an anonymous board where users can talk about almost anything. No big surprise, it's owned and operated by the very same company behind the Noise app I use on my phone. I tap the link and get to the discussion topic for less than a week ago. I quickly read through it. Topic: strange photo from unknown number. Hey, so today I got a strange gore photo from a number that I don't have my contacts. I'm not sure what the deal is. It was gross though. Wondering if any hackers can trace the number or something? It's 666 333 6666 22 666 44666. Seems like Tokyo area. I'm in Osaka. Okay, thanks in advance. The topic has only one reply. One reply, strange photo from unknown number. Oh, you got this too? Was the gore photo a picture of yourself? I'm worried. I received a similar pic from the same number. Thinking about contacting the police. Not sure if I'm overreacting. That's it. End of discussion. Neither posters followed up on the conversation.
That's all?
That didn't give me anything to go on. Except, now I know at least 2 other people have received a bloody photo of themselves. I wonder if those photos were as extreme as the one I received. Huh? What happened to these posters? Why? Why didn't they continue the discussion? Probably because they're dead. I feel myself beginning to sweat. My body's going from cold to hot and back several times a minute. I feel like I have a fever, but it's just stress tearing me up. I check the time. It's 6:59 a.m. I only got 23 minutes to live. I take a deep breath. The doorbell buzzes. Oh, I freeze in place, unsure whether I should answer the door. It's a sketchy apartment building. It's a risk to answer the door at any given day before even taking into consideration that some psycho just texted me a photo of my own corpse. Oh, I tiptoe towards the door on a stiff leg and glance through the people. Yeah, I would open this. But there's no one. I breathe a sigh of release. Oh, maybe I'm just an etch in the durable echo from somebody else's apartment. Besides, I don't know if anyone would have visited me unannounced, especially this early in the morning. I slump to the floor. Oh, my back sliding down the door as I come to rest on the carpet. My legs splayed out haphazardly in front of me. I've had enough fear for one day. I have to just believe this whole thing is a hoax. It's probably karma for trying to get a revenge on Kurosawa. Yeah, that's it. Karma. The doorbell rings again, and I scream in shock. My hat slamming against the door I was resting against. I jump to my feet and ignore the peephole. This time, I simply swing open the door wide. Girl, why would you do that? That's such a terrible idea. No, please don't. A gust of wind, morning air, sweeps into my apartment and shut my eyes tightly against the sudden cold. My messy hair tangles in the wind and obscured my vision. When I open my eyes, quickly, I sweep the hair out of my face and look around. There's no one here. Except a metal trolley is blocking the door in front of my door. A stark white back about the size of a human runs atop the trolley. My heart begins to race and I recognize immediately what this is. The video show trolley used in morgues to cart dead bodies around. Is this Kurosawa's dead body? It probably is, right? Dead bodies. I vomit that has been trying to escape my body all morning. Finally finds its way out of my mouth. Survival instinct is not strong with this one. No, she doesn't seem like the most sane person at this point. So I don't think that is too unexpected. But yeah, I retch and heave in the doorway until nothing is left inside. My belly is except the stinging stomach acid that threatens to burn through its fleshy container. The stench wafting from the trolley is overwhelming. Pinching my nostrils, a little more than trapdoorific odor inside of my own skull. I gag. I splutter involuntarily. My head reached forward as though I controlled by something other than myself. I can pull it back. I can't prevent my fingers from grasping the zipper that touched the body. I unzipped the bag. Okay, that was the least thing I expected. And there, a wretched corpse exposed in the first day rays of sunlight. I stand there in the doorway, lay on top of the trolley, simultaneously alive and dead. But more dead than alive in both bodies. The bruising on the face horrific, and I reach stiffing around my own lips. my living lips, tracing the outline of the bruise I see before me. Is she a ghost? Is she already dead? Is that what's going on? There's no pain where the bruise should be, and I breathe a sigh of release. For why would there be any pain? I'm already dead. To feel pain would be absurd and would really have to start worrying. I wonder how I died. Did I fall from great heights? Did someone hit me with a car? Did I collapse for some internal reason? Perhaps my organ failure or some sickness. Maybe I didn't die and the corpse in front of me is alive and living and breathing just as I do and standing in front of myself. Maybe this old prank I've pulled on myself, dying just as a joke. But never really dying. Always living until the point I actually die and it's no longer a prank. Just a prank, Han! My head is splitting. I can't think straight. All the thoughts in my mind are jumbled. The meaning behind spoken words is appearing behind foggy clouds behind my shattered skull. Oh, to clear my mind, I step around my corpse and stand by the walkway trailing. I'm on the 4th floor of the apartment. Oh, yeah, okay. She seems to have just gone insane. There are 2 floors above me. I could go higher if I wish, but I'm pretty sure a leap from there will be enough to render my living body identical to that of the corpse in the trolley. At this point, there exists 2 versions of Emi Katsuno. One living, and one is me. And the other is dead, but also me. I can choose now to be alive or dead, or be dead and dead, but I cannot choose to be alive and alive. So even if I choose to be alive and dead, I still only be half alive. But choosing dead and dead seems nice and clean, absolute, and indisputable solid state will exist. What kind of insane thinking is this? Yeah, I'm seeing my own corpse, so might as well also kill my spirit. You don't even know. This could be a prank. I grip the cool steel handrail and lean over the walkway, my hair whipping against my face thanks to relentless wind. 4 stories below me, small country yard, paved with concrete and decorated flowers with occasional shrub and flower bed. Don't do it, girl! Don't be dumb! I missed the concrete by about 2 feet. Dirt sprays up in the air as my nose is crushed under my own body weight. I think of the photo Kurosawa sent me with her smug smile, her hand full of stolen money. My teeth grit to my tongue and sever it. Doesn't manage to escape my closed mouth. My mind wanders and settles on Corpse Girl's website. What was that all about anyway? As far as I know, nothing happened when I submitted Kurosawa's details. Maybe Kurosawa found the website as well and submitted my details first. I guess Corpse Girl got me. Well played, Kurosawa. I think I can taste the blood in my mouth, but it might be just memory from some other point in my lifetime. A blinking light from a nearby parked car kind of irritates me, but then my vision turns blue or black, and my only concern is how I'll never truly know what. Girl, if you just hadn't jumped, you could have prevented this. Corpse Factory. Well, that was some prologue. I wonder if the website makes you go insane or what. I also wonder what happened to Kurosawa. May 25th, Monday morning. I've always liked the shape of my eyes. I can be critical about other parts of my body, but I'll never complain about my eyes. With or without makeup, I think they look great. Mother used to tell me I inherited her eyes, and my big sister inherited his father's eyes. To be honest, I don't see any of my father's features in myself or my sister, but I do agree that my eyes are exact replicas of my mother's. I guess she's not the true protagonist then. Yeah, I don't think so. Most of the screenshots of the game on the Steam page also had another girl in it. so I guess it makes sense. I was already confused why she was the protagonist. Mother doesn't see too well anymore. And that might be something I will also worry about in the future. But for now, my eyes are perfect. And I couldn't be happier with them. I wear eyeshadow and eyeliner to bring out my best feature. Where some people tell me I use too much makeup, that I tend to overdo it and make myself look intimidating. I don't care. I mostly like the way I look, and honestly, how many people can claim the same? Today's morning ritual is the same as any other workday. I'm a slave to the wage. I'm not proud of it. Is this Kurosawa? Call me corporate sellout, and I cannot survive without money. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m. The shower's running at by 6:05. I dry and dressed by 6:15. Skip breakfast and I'm watching my figure. And spend until 6:30 working on my makeup. I'm out of cramped shoebox apartment by 6:45. Sometime I catch my neighbor returning home from his overnight shift, and if so, I exchange simple pleasantries with him, continue to work. You know, I haven't saved yet. How do I save? There. Just in case. Today, there's no sign of my neighbor, so I don't slow down as I descend the stairs and exit the building. Heading to the convenience store for a can of coffee saps another few minutes from each day. I prefer sweet milk coffees, but every now and then I'm in the mood for rich black coffee. Regardless, I never start the day without it. I don't always need the energy boost, but it stops my stomach from growling. It's a milk coffee kind of day, so I pay for my favorite brand and get out of the store in no time. The canned coffee dives in my handbag as I continue into my way. The train station is always busy in the morning, and it's usually a struggle to navigate my way to correct platform in time for 7:12 train. Today is no different. However, I always make it in time because my routine has been perfected over the last few months. Yeah, she sounds like she really planned this up to the second. Like, she's like, oh, I barely make it in time. But she seems to know exactly the time she needs. I board the train for Shijuku. A cursory glance reveals there are no empty seats, so I push through the throng of bodies and stand against the carriage wall. Whenever there's seats available, I like to sit and read, but it's much more common than I have to stand and stare at my phone screen like everybody else. I must say, whenever I'm on public transport, I'm also staring at my phone screen. I guess sometimes I'm looking at other people staring at their phone screens. When I do read, I read the classics. Stoker's, Lovecraft, Poe, or Western horror. At that, it's my favorite genre. I see me and her have the same taste in books. And of course, faithful translation into Japanese are as good as it gets. My English isn't nearly strong enough to read these novels in their original language. If I'm stuck staring at my phone screen, I like to stalk people online, acquaintances, or a few friends. I have lead such boring lives. They post about such mundane things all day, every day, acting like they'll shrivel up and die unless they get the attention they seek. I find their dull, tedious lives simply fascinating. Wait, what? She's like, oh, they're so boring. I'm intrigued. From behind the safety of a glass vial, I can fulfill my voyeuristic fantasies and consume as much pointless information as I desire. I see this person is probably also a little unhinged. Knowing every mundane tidbit of people's lives. Knowing every mundane tidbit of people's daily lives turns me on. This morning is the same as any other. I stared down at the felt held in my frail hands. My fingers move on their own accord, scrolling and tapping against the backlit display, pausing, pondering, pouncing any post or picture that my pupils haven't yet consumed. Okay, going from a little unhinged, she just seems straight up insane. Standing in the train carriage back to the gills with people, I can't help but feel my face getting flushed and steamy breath escaping my lips. I digest post after post, photo after photo, memorize comings and goings of every single person on my noise activity feed. I catch my breath getting heavier. I gasp, becoming short and sharp. Ray went to the dentist yesterday for a root canal. Mizuno shared some photos from her internal vacation. Kawahara objects to owning pets, thinks all animals should be free. My cheeks glow crimson. My chest began rising and falling quickly. She's insane! I clutch the collar of my shirt, knuckles whitening, knees shaking. A few people in the carriage start to move away from me, but I barely notice them. My fingers keep scrolling and I hit the jackpot. This feels very Kagagure. I know what you mean. Except instead of gambling, it's with people's mundane life, but she has the exact same reaction. A new post from coworker at my office. Tamahoe Watanabe. She's a cowgirl. Do they mean like Garu? The type with heavy fake tan, bleach blonde hair, and questionable clothes. Exactly. I hate her, but I love her post. This morning's update reads: Tomonmo! 53 minutes ago! Just found this Copper Girl website! Such a fake bull! Waiting to meet a bitch to try it on! Tomo just discovered Corp Girl website, huh? I feel slight squeal trying to escape from my throat as my legs threaten to buckle underneath me. I can't take the excitement anymore. I have to force my phone from my hands and bury it at the bottom of my handbag. Deep breaths, Noriko. Deep breaths. Need to calm down and control myself. Composure is key. I've closed my eyes. So I actually closed my eyes and I was like, wait, I can't read it anymore. And let a cool breath of air whistle through my slightly parted lips. Feeling a little calmer and no longer ready to explode, I analyze the information I just read. Someone wants to try out the Corpse Girl website. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so very good. A rumor has it that you can visit the website and request the death of somebody you know. How and if the website died? Oh, that isn't known to the public because of that. Some people are pretty quick to dismiss the website as a hoax. However, the most interesting part isn't how or if the victim dies, but rather what happens before the victim dies. Supposedly, the victim will receive a photo of their own corpse. Today's episode, Pip learned how eyes work. Yeah, I mean, I will never fully figure them out, but I'm learning day by day. How this photo exists before the victim's life is snuffled out isn't public knowledge. But the thought of this phenomenon occurring is utterly intriguing. Nevertheless, the website has gaining popularity as of late, and at least in certain corners of the internet, masterboard like Noise Channel and other similar websites have picked up on the rumors and like to exaggerate the website's authenticity. The fact that somebody like Tomo, a rather dense and dim-witted individual, has discovered the website means it's actually more well-known than I previously thought. That means that people are actually talking about this outside of the internet. Chances are good that Tomo will want to try it, request the death of somebody in the office. A co-worker. Huh, me perhaps. Oh, she hates my guts as much as I hate hers. Finally, something exciting is going to happen in her dull workplace. Ooh.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
As an automated announcement reads through the list of connecting train lines, I get ready to disembark. The train pulls to a stop, and I contort my body around the passengers in an attempt to exit the train. Finally free of the tangled mass of flesh, I hasten my pace and navigate through the labyrinthine station. I take the exit closest to my office and settle into a slower walk. I'm on time. I never decided to reach the office any earlier than needed. You know, I wish I had this girl's level of planning. Whenever I'm going anywhere, I'm always 30 minutes early. Like, even when I'm streaming, I'm always sitting there for 15 minutes waiting for when I actually said I was streaming because I take too much time planning for it. This girl, everything's perfect. I'm envious. I guess it helps with Japanese subway systems. They're so on time. It doesn't take long for the looming office tower to enter my field of office. To enter my field of vision. 32 stories of office space, all crammed into one sleek, slim tower. The name Temujin is stamped across the structure in giant black letters. If you're looking for this building in Shinjuku, you can't possibly miss it. Temujin carries the title of Japan's third biggest banking corporation. It's a gigantic company with other branches in Kyoto, Osaka, Sapporo, Fukuoka, and dozens smaller cities. I don't even remember. Now I wonder if this is like a real banking corporation, because the places are all real, but I imagine this company's fictional. I've worked here for close to 3 months now. Not a long time in the grand scheme of things. That said, I'm only a temp and all I do is data entry. I work on the 14th floor along with about 60 other junior employees, including Gyaru Tomoe Watame. I don't speak to many of my co-workers. That's the way I like it. So this is not Kurosawa. I mean, she said her name before, but when I reached the building, I entered through the giant double doors, and I find myself in a familiar lobby. Comfortable couches line the wall, circling a reception desk. 4 large escalators are tucked away in a nook behind the reception desk. Why 4? Wouldn't 2 be enough? I guess it's 32 stories. Yeah, okay, never mind. 4 seems, 4 makes sense. It's already busy. It's already busy. It's already busy. Words are hard. It's already busy this morning, to be fair. This place is packed all the time. I avoid the crowds of sharply dressed businessmen, feeling a little out of place in my semi-formal shirt and skirt. And when we're gonna see our protagonist. I mean, we saw her at the start, but I don't know. Ducking into a newly opened elevator, I tap my employee ID card to the backlit panel and press the button for my floor. So the doors close and the elevator begins smooth ascent. I'm surprised to find that I'm the only one travel up. Already busy. I reach my floor and listen to smoothing chime as the door opens, revealing the open layout office before me. I also like how I was reading your sentence and I was just reading this www. The static drone of workspace fills my ears. The conversation ringing phones, fingers tapping against keyboards, photocopiers, even the steady low hum of the air conditioning contributes to the overall din. I make my way to my desk, stationed in the middle of the floor, surrounded by a dozen identical desks. As I walk, somebody taps me gently on the shoulder.
Good morning, Kurosawa.
Never mind, we are Kurosawa. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. You know, things make a lot more sense now. Um. Hi, Shin. But this is not where she worked before, right? Did she get fired from here? In 5 weeks, she found another. No, she was talking about how she's been working here for a year. I'm so confused. Shinja Fujisawa. My senior, though, he's really only a couple of months older than me. You think I'm laughing, but no, I'm just saying the word W over and over in real life. Exactly. Hi, senpai. He's worked here over a whole year after taking the internship straight out of senior high. He's not an intern anymore, though. I'm not quite sure of what his job is.
Morning, Fujikawa.
Why in prologue she looked so much worse? Like, she actually looks like evil and cute
How
here.
was your commute this morning?
Fine, same as usual.
That's good to hear. Did you read any of your novels?
This feels such an awkward conversation. Like, he's trying so hard to talk with her, and she's just like, you know, I don't really care to be in this conversation. So she does answer him, but it like constantly feels like, yeah, I'm gonna answer you, but this conversation's over. He's referring to the horror books I like to read. I can tell from his tone that he doesn't exactly approve of the subject matter. But those books are great! I've known Sinyaf since junior high. We go way back, but I wouldn't call us friends. However, he's the one that landed me this job, even if it's a temporary contract. I always had the feeling that he's a bit sweet on me. I could be way off the mark though. No, I think he is.
Well, I couldn't get a seat on the train today. Too hard to read while standing.
Is it? I mean, it's a bit uncomfortable, but you definitely can.
Ah, that's a shame. You, still haven't accepted my, friend request, did you know?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. I'm sorry, my dude. I have to fight the urge to roll my eyes. He's a nice guy, but we're connected on noise once before, and I deleted him. He's super obsessed with his father's detective work, and all he ever posts about is his assumption and theories on petty crime cases. You know, I'd expect her to be into like true crime and such, so I thought she'd like kind of been into that. Normally I'd find anyone on my friend list fascinating, but here's the thing: Senya never posts about his personal life. All he writes about are long-winded rants and boring cases. So, boring people, she's like, oh yeah, I'm all into that. Horror, she's like, oh yeah, please. But as soon as it's like about murder, she's like, nah, I'm over that. It's far beyond the amount of dolmens even I can stand. I fish my phone out of my handbag and pretend that I'm looking at noise. I guess
How about
they're not murder
that?
cases.
Looks like I don't have any incoming friend requests.
Oh, she's such a bitch. I quickly dip my phone back into my bag.
How peculiar. Well, I'll try and nudge again later.
Give up, dude. She's never gonna be your friend or anything, really. Just move on with your life.
Sure, no problem.
Well, anyway, I better get to it. Work hard today, okay?
She definitely is interesting and totally sane. I feel bad for this boy. He's like so nice, but she just doesn't turn him down. Just oh.
Got it.
Senya offers a formal bow and goes on his way. Before I can step towards my desk, a mocking voice whispered in my ear.
long are you gonna lead on sweet little Shinya?
I shiver and find Tomo Watabe lurking right behind me, buzzing around my neck like an irritating mosquito. Can't wait to see Senior Snapto. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he is gonna end up putting her name into the Corpse Girl website once he figures things out and gets hurt. Hi, Tomoe.
That poor boy really has the hots for you. When are you gonna tell him you're a cold-hearted psycho?
Yeah, she's not wrong.
Listen, I'm not leading him on, and I'm no psycho.
You know, I could dispute the first part, but I have some doubts about the second.
Huh. Sounds like something a real psycho type would say, don't you reckon?
Of course, this is none other than the Gyaru Tomoe. The very same brain-dead moron who posted this morning about wanting to try the Corpse Girls website. She's kind of person that likes to stir up trouble and investigate conflict. She had her fake in the eyes on me since the day I first stepped into the office. She loves to torment me any chance he gets. Maybe I rubbed her the wrong way somehow, though. I'm not sure what I ever did to her. And though she has not a data entry temp like me, she worked here just longer than I have. Unfortunately, that means I have to defer to her as my senpai in this professional environment. She knows as much as she knows as much and likes to take advantage of the fact as often as possible.
It's funny, you know. You don't look like the type of skank to lead on a goody-goody like Shinya.
I told you, I'm not leading him on.
Well, if you're not interested, maybe I'll take him out this weekend and tongue him at the cinema.
Wow. Okay. Why are you rubbing that in her face?
Gross. Do what you want, but I doubt he's into someone with your, looks.
Oh yeah? What would you know? You think he likes your flat chest, little Miss Gothic Lolita?
I know I should shrug off the comments such as this, and normally I would. But backing down from Tomoe is not something I can do easily.
I'll give you a tip. Guys like Shinya are smart. Clever.
And she's gonna call her dumb, I assume.
If you want to impress him, don't let him know your head is as full of air as your inflatable breasts.
A flash of crimson lights up Tomoe's face. She looks ready to lash out at me. A group of coworkers, Kohai, like us, look over us in concern. Tomoe takes a step back from me, but not before signaling a rude gesture with her fingers. She put up her middle finger.
We ain't done here, Noriko. Watch your back.
Number two of people, like, remember how her post was like, yeah, I'm looking for somebody whose name I can put into the list. So her name was in the list way before the other girl did.
I'm trembling.
Tomoe walks away. I breathe a sigh of relief. I wasn't worried for having to deal with her. I wouldn't dread coming to work every day. Anyway, I wonder what she's planning to test out. I wonder when she's planning to test out the Girl website. Will she try it on me since we just fought? She went into this conversation knowing that she would be tempted to put her on that website. I'm not really sure I should be excited or scared. Either way, it will definitely be fun to find out what happens if she does try the website. I finally reach my desk and take note of the time. I was supposed to start taking work 5 minutes ago, so I quickly log into my computer and check today's task list. I'm starting to wonder if the website will just like kill anyone who puts the name in the list. Because we know she lives for 5 weeks, and we know plenty of people want her dead. It's all standard stuff today. I need to transfer a few tables of numbers from a spreadsheet into our company's online database. When I'm done, I have to run by a few other people and then commit the changes to the server. The work is dull and repetitive, but the salary isn't bad. On the plus side, I got to wear headphones and listen to music while I work. Surprised she's not listening to, like, audiobooks. I dip into my handbag and retrieve my headphones, my phone, can of milk coffee, and a handful of breath mints. I lay them all out on my desk neatly. I slip my headphones on, plug them in, hit play on my work playlist. Loud symphonic metal lovingly freshes my ears as I crack open the can of coffee, take a long sip.
Okay, let's get started.
I return home to a quiet, cramped apartment after work. The place is eerily silent, a stark contrast to the bustling office where I spent my days. Throwing my handbag onto the tiny coffee table, I pick my laptop and sit on a couch. I lay back and get comfortable, letting the laptop rest on my stomach as it boots. The welcome screen lights up, so I click a couple times, open my new web browser, and then head to a very specific website saved in my favorites. Corpse Girl's website. Okay, so she's used this website many times. Naruhodo. A cute dancing Sami girl is animated at the top of the page. A particular irregularity that makes me giggle. I noticed that the page view counter at the bottom of the site is nearly the same as it was yesterday. There have been maybe 4 or 5 new visitors. Not what you expect with how popular it is, apparently. Maybe the site isn't quite that well known after all. Begs the question, how did Tamawe discover it? Oh, maybe the boy told her, because his dad is a detective, right? So it wouldn't be strange if, you know, after all these deaths and the rumors, that he would be on it. Because she doesn't follow him. Well, never mind that. My eyes scan the website for content. Request to death. Big bold letters headlines the sites. The intention couldn't be clearer. Further information on the website is sparse. Brief instruction tell the user to fill in the victim's phone number and upload a photo. Aside from that, there's not much else to it. It doesn't even ask for a name. After scanning the website, I mean, it's probably easier to get somebody's name than a phone number, right? Except with scam callers. But besides that, I guess that's probably what the website's made for, huh? Oh no, you still need a photo. Getting a photo of people is hard. After scanning the site, I move my mouse to the browser's address bar and click. I guess with social media, it's not that hard to get a photo of people. I type / after the website address and then add the word admin. I hit the enter key. A login page presents itself with empty usernames and password fields waiting to be filled in. My finger tap dance around the keyboard and within moments, it presents with a brand new page. A blinking slab of text greets me. One new request! A crooked smile cracks my stony expression. Oh, finally. Somebody has requested a death. Oh, somebody has asked me, Corpse Girl, to kill a victim. This is where things get exciting. I giggle and feel my cheeks flush red. Oh, this is the first request I've had for about a week. Oh, I've been logging in every morning, fingers crossed that somebody has elected a new victim for me. Today, my wishes come through. Oh, I can't help but feel a little emotional at this time. Oh, my lower lip trembles. I feel tears swelling up. I dab the corners of my eyes gently to avoid smudging my makeup. I thought for a second she was dabbing. As I hover my mouse cover over the view request button. Well, that's what mystery down. Yup, she's corpse girl. Guess the website doesn't work on her then, huh? Familiar and pleasant tingling sensation surges in my chest, my stomach, my thighs. It also makes sense why she's so insane. I shiver with anticipation. My hot and steamy breath begin to fob on the laptop screen. I click the button. Request details. Today, 2:47 p.m. local time. Victim's phone number, dash 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 dash. Those are start bit. Downloading image attachments. The victim's photo automatically loads on my screen. The person in front of me is a total stranger. Oh, but that's okay. It doesn't change its tasks sent out for me. I really wonder how she kills it. Like, if she's actually just a person, how did she get somebody to suicide? How did she get, like, the corpse? And how did she get the photo? I have so many more questions. A woman. Rather plain in her early 30s. She's 30? I see this photo and I'm like, yeah, she's probably like between 14 and 17. You really can't tell with anime. She's well dressed with minimal makeup. She's not really putting her personality on display. It's a nice photo. Better quality than some images I've received in the past. In fact, the photo looked like a corporate ID picture. I wonder if it was downloaded from the company's database. Well, source of the photo doesn't matter. Simple fact of the matter is that somebody has made a request for this person to die. It falls to me to fulfill that request, and as corpse girl, I take the request very, very seriously. I have the victim's photo, and I have a number. All I need now is to select a way to meet her untimely demise. I previously thought about including an extra field on my website, an option for the user to choose the way they want their victim to die. After all, it would reduce the amount of strain on my creativity if the method was decided for me. But after careful consideration, I decided against it. Some people are sick, twisted. The cause of deaths could be far beyond my means and impossible to achieve. Yeah, some people are sick and twisted, but not you, right, Kurosawa? Therefore, allowing the user to divine the cause of death, this isn't feasible. Instead, I'll stick to my current modus operandi. After everything depends on the quality of the victim's photo. If it's detailed and the victim features are easily distinguishable, then I can be rather creative with the cause of death. Perhaps the victim's face suffers grotesque burns, or she has an iron stake thrust through her skull. However, if the victim photo is low quality and doesn't provide enough detail to identify the subject, I have to resort to default causes of death. She needs a photo. I wonder if, like, the photo they send in are the same quality as the photo of the corpse. A terrible, unlucky fall from a great height. Maybe she slips, or maybe someone stumbles into her and sends her unwillingly tumbling over a rail. The end result will be the same, a swift, crushing death from a high. The victim will end up face down on the concrete, completely unrecognizable, save for her clothes and accessories. It's not my favorite, but in some cases it's necessary. Regardless, still a valid way to fulfill a request. For now, it's time to get started. I can barely contain my excitement. I squirm against the couch, crossing and uncrossing my legs in vain attempt to dissipate the heat rising from my body. Take a deep breath. I try to calm my nerves and get to work. The victim will receive a photo of her own corpse, timestamped with the date of her death. It's Corp Girl's signature move, by calling card if you will. Seeing an image of one's own disfigured corpse is sure to strike fear into one's heart. And that's precisely the reason I take this step, to make the victim panic and act rashly. First thing first, I saved the victim's photo to my laptop hard drive. I store it in a folder strictly named System Files, hidden away in the root directory of my operating system. A password encrypted directory, of course. You know, part of that makes a lot of sense, but the moment you name something called System Files and then encrypted, I feel it only gets more suspicious rather than less. The next, because generally operating systems don't encrypt files. Next, I open my favorite image editing software and load the photo. Look carefully at the detail in the picture. You can see that this will be a work of art. Can really go to town with this request. I minimize the software and open my web browser and access a particular website. Database of the deceased. The DD as it's known on the dark web. My secret weapon and the result of my work. DD is a collection of countless high-resolution photographs of dead bodies. Wait, she just photoshops fake pictures? That makes sense, but wow. Murder victims, crime scenes, suicides. Somebody has died in one way or another. Chances are good there's some perverted individual has captured the moment in all of its glory. Oh, such valuable images are essential to my work. Using these photos as a base, I can edit victims' detail into the picture. Must say, with how the first death worked, this was not how I was expecting this to go. My process is simple. I start by locating the perfect corpse photo. I search the database in less than 2 minutes. I discover a distinctly detailed photo of a woman with her entrails spilling out of her stomach. Face is blue, having suffocated before even knowing I have a chance to bleed. She's about the same age as my victim. She's familiar, has similar height and build. Photoshop, the scariest thing of all. I know, right? You can make everybody die with that. Finding a photo that specifically suits my victim features easy thanks to DD's excellent catalog of tagging filter. Simply search keywords that match my victim's description and find a corpse that fits. Somebody put a lot of effort in this database. This sounds like so much work. Using this photo as starting point, I digitally edit my victim's face onto the body. It's not some quick job that even a child can do. It's painstakingly crafted work of art that would fool even the keenest eyes. And an hour passes, then 2, then 3. Before I know it, midnight had come and gone. The work's nearly complete. All that remains to add the final touches. I really wonder how she spent this much time on. I guess it makes some sense. I like to add specific distinguished details to the image. Personal item, accessory, clothes, makeup, you name it, I can edit it in. Okay, never mind, she's just really skilled. With the personal details added, I just highlight and color palette. Just slightly enough to make the photo truly unique. The victim decided to reverse image the photo, discovered that it's forgery. Oh, all my work would be for naught. And with that, the masterpiece complete. A grisly, gruesome, gratuitous, gory gift for the soon-to-be departed. It seems really hard to, send somebody a picture and then still make them diet, because they're gonna take every measure against it, right? Especially when there's, a time and date. If you're vague, you can at least, kill them any moment and be like, yeah, this is what I do. But being this specific, respect. The victim received this photo of a corpse that is, for all intended purposes, perfect replica of her own physical form. I also wonder about the dead body she left inside, like in front of the other girl's door. Where did she get the body from? Was that like also real life Photoshop? I mean, I guess she's really good with makeup, but still. She will open the image on her phone. Then the life she once knew, oh, it will crumble to pieces. Oh, my lips curl into a satisfied smirk. During my hours of work, I breathe heavily, steadied. My excited nerves settled. Zen-like calm. Must say, this game wasn't as I expected to be. But seeing the piece art of peace now, I begin to feel my heart pounding once more. The macabre vision before me is exhilarating. Adrenaline and dopamine surging throughout my body, giving me sudden head rush of bliss. Oh, to say that I'm attracted to the sight of blood and guts would be misleading. No, I'm not into that at all. Are you sure? The excitement stemmed from the thought of taking control of somebody else's life, dictating their future, controlling their fate. For with the creation of this image, I've taken the victim's life into my own hand. Like a puppet master pulling the strings of a marionette. By forging this convincing creation, I will compel the victim to take her own life. Wait, so she tries to, like, get everyone to suicide? Oh, that's right. My own hands need not to become stained. The hands of Corpse Girl have never been dirtied with blood of a victim. How? Just because it's photoshopped image? I have questions. Like, my instinct would be the opposite. I would try to not die instead of kill myself. This is the true nature of my work. Carefully crafting corpse photo in such a way to convince the victim that their fate's already sealed. That no matter what they do, they cannot escape death that awaits them. The date stamped on the photo is the icing on the cake, the ultimate driving force behind the victims choosing to end their own life. A date so near in the future, a time that has not yet occurred, a fiber of uncertainty carefully interwoven into the image that causes the victim to pause, consider the possibilities. Is this photo from the future? Is this really my fate? How can I outrun a future that has been pre-decided? These are the thoughts that run through my victim's mind. Despair and dread flood the senses, overwhelming anxiety give way to calm acceptance. Oh, this is my dead body. Oh, this is how I die. Why should I fight it? And then the victim's last vestige of resistance gently breaks. Like a silk spider web being torn by a cool breeze, they finally give in. They invite their end. This way it will go down for this woman, this complete stranger. I'm confident. I'm certain. I'm convinced. Ma'am, I have some questions about your methods of killing and feel they're inconsistent and would lead to way less than 100% kill rates. I mean, it's probably not gonna be 0, but that shadow behind her looks like like a person. Never mind, it is a person. It's her own shadow. I got scared by her shadow because I thought somebody was watching her. It was a sudden spark of information guiding me to begin the fabrication for a photo about a year ago. I can never quite recall exactly what it is. It spawned the idea. I'm surprised I've had to make 0 decisions so far. Sometimes I get close to remembering, but like I wonder if I don't make any decisions in this game. The edge of my mind slips back into the darkness. Regardless, I venture down a dark, dangerous path, built Corpse Girl website, and invited strangers to request deaths of people they knew. It's a sale tactic, simply way to encourage users to submit images. I had no intention or means of ending lives. Little did I know of the true power I wielded. The power Photoshop. I only intend to create corpse photos and send them to the people for fun. Oh, so she was just planning to like tease them, but then it started actually happening and made her photos stronger. I want to startle and scare some unexpected fools. It'd be a lie to claim that. And what about the physical body? I know, right? The thought of people shrieking in fear at the sight of their own corpse was more than delicious. I sated my budding lust and filled the dark hole in the depths of my soul and gave me purpose. Never in a million years did I dream of my corpse photo would result in the death of another human being. I'll never forget her name, Ruri Hatano. 20-something, slim, gorgeous, eyes that took my breath away the moment I gazed upon her portrait. She was the first person to make me feel bad about crafting hoax photos. The only person to make me feel bad about it. I guess because she didn't intend to kill her. Now her methods make a lot more sense, that you only need a picture, a phone number, because yeah, that is all she needs. She doesn't need to know who it is or whatever. She must have laughed so much when she got like the photo she sent the girl and like knew exactly what was going on. Also, her power kind of requires people to know about the website. Because if no one knows about the website and just receives a photo of their own corpse, it's like, oh yeah, whatever. So she really needs that extra touch of, oh, everybody needs to know about this website. But I did it anyway. Corpse Girl never rejects a request. It's her. No, my conviction. I forged a beautiful rendition of her death. Oh, thanks to some rather macabre sort of photos obtained via the database of the deceased, I strung Rui's corpse up in a field like a ghoulish scarecrow. The photo was incredible. It was my fifth or maybe my fifth or sixth time user of the Corp Girl website who cases death. Ruri Hatano died just hours after receiving the photo. I don't know why. I don't know if she killed herself or if somebody murdered her. But I know one thing. So it's not even that they're all killing themselves. It's that something is killing the people she makes photos of. Because this does not seem like just a normal suicide. I mean, like, you can't bite yourself up like that after death, and I'm pretty sure she didn't die that way. So, like, nobody's just gonna. I mean, you can't even tie yourself up that way. So somebody must have done this. Ruri's Hatano's body, her real body, was found in a field hanging like a scarecrow surrounded by crows. So something's more is going on here. Her eyes had been gouged out of her skull and her stiff fingers clutched her phone tightly. According to the news, her phone displayed a familiar image. The very image I created of her corpse. When I first learned of Ruri's death, I was overcome with varying emotion. I feel sick, elated, disgusted, overjoyed, depressed, and aroused. I had somehow caused her death. Was Corpse Girl responsible for taking a life? Even though my hands weren't stained with blood, I still felt responsible. A lurid truth descends upon me at that moment. Corp Girl had the power to end lives, and the more I dwelled on this fact, the more obvious it became to me. I began to feel that power pulsing through the veins, my veins, thrumming my blood as my heart pumped and pounded within my chest. I can't explain how the power works, and I don't know why I have it. Okay. So there is something more going on. Like, she realizes it. Like, the first she was saying it, I was like, oh, she just gives people the picture, and then they're like, oh no, what can I do about this? And they die. But surely, like, some creature or some killer is murdering people for her. But somehow the corpse photo I created can compel a victim to end her own life. Or compel someone else to do it. Oh, Ruri died the same way that I envisioned. Her body matched a fake corpse I painstakingly crafted. I don't know if I would want the power to make photoshops come true. Has she tried to Photoshop anything else? Maybe she can just have Photoshop things that come true. You could do so many great things with it. No. And I didn't have to leave the safety and comfort of my own apartment to ensure her death. Corpse Girl power is real, extraordinary, and I vow to exercise that power as frequently as possible. Also, has she tried it on anybody that's not requested? Okay. Ruri Hatano died last year. Since then, I've been chasing that rush, that thrill that comes with snuffing out a soul. It wasn't hard to grow the popularity of the Corpse Girl website after that incident. Oh, particular dark corners of the internet gobbled up the news with enthusiasm. The site saw an influx of new visitors. On occasion, I even overheard the people in the real world whispering about the website that let you request death. I crafted corpse photos for dozens of requests. Each photo is more convincing and realistic than the last. Oh, thanks to my ever-evolving skills. Yeah, I can understand she get better with it. It's also probably why they get higher and higher quality. But none of my recent attempts have been successful. Oh, okay, so it doesn't work. Okay. Not a single person has dropped that since Ruri had to know. Okay, so I was like, oh, you do this and every time they kill themselves, but I guess sometimes it works. Yeah, that makes sense. Like the people who are already suffering from like mental issues, it could have more effect on. Like the last girl, well, at least the girl during the prologue, she wasn't completely there. She was messed up as it is. So I wonder if she was like hyperventilating and hallucinating the body. I'm not sure. Or if something's actually helping her. I'm beginning to wonder if the corpse girl's power has fizzled out. Or perhaps, oh, I never had any power to begin with. Maybe Rui's death was simply a fluke. A morbid coincidence. I spent countless hours doubting myself. Doubting Corpse Girl. I've tried so hard to replicate that one success. Every time I receive requests, I do the same thing I did with Hatano's case. I added the photo of the victim, created a convincing photo, then slapped to it, and I sent the photo to the victim, and I'll leave the rest up to fate. But nothing ever comes to it. I'm not so delusional think that in normal circumstances a simple photo would be enough to convince someone to kill themselves. That's not how you made this out at the start. And even if the photo fell into someone else's hands, it wouldn't inspire them to go out and kill the victim. Of course not. Maybe you should try, posting the pictures online. I guess then I would figure out that most of your pictures don't work, huh? However, these are no ordinary circumstances. I once activated a power beyond the ken of mortal man. I caused Ruri Hatano to die by her own hand, or by the hand of another. I need to find a way to manifest my power once more, to prove that I, Corpse Girl, have the power of death and destruction at my fingertips. God, she's insane. Once a new victim perishes, I know it will all pave the way to more and more deaths. My website will gain popularity and become more than just an urban myth. People will live their lives in fear, wondering if Corpse Girl is lurking behind the next text message they receive. Oh yes, I can see the future. I crave so clearly. I'm achieving my own goal. Oh, I know I am. And when my dreams come true, I can finally... Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here for today because I've been at it for about 2 hours. This game was not completely what I expected, and there's so much going on, and I'm so confused, and I have so many questions. I will definitely come back to this, and boy, is everybody insane. For some reason, every character we've seen so far seems either very obsessed with... they've seemed very obsessed with one thing. Like, either murder or the one case. I don't know, everybody seems insane. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you all have a lovely day and all that. Bye. Wait, where's my ending screen? There. Goodbye.